Hey y'all, it's Courtney, and I am back with a real quick update video, I guess you could say. So first off, earlier I made a video, it was like a little Amazon video, and I had mentioned in it that my birthday is next week. My birthday, well, it's 10 days from now. My birthday is December 20th. And a few people had asked me for my address already, so I was like, because a few people wanted to send me Christmas cards, birthday cards, whatever. And so I asked earlier if you guys would want that, and a few people said yes. So my P.O. Box is P.O. Box, Autumn, quiet down, I'm talking. P.O. Box 454, Granville, West Virginia, 26534. And I'll put that down below in case you can't hear me, because my child is like one of those people that the louder you talk, the louder she talks. The louder you talk, the louder she talks. She's got to be the biggest loudmouth in the room, so if you can't hear me, I apologize. I always hated my birthday growing up because it's it's not even a week before Christmas, so of course, whenever we would have my birthday, like, my birthday party is on my birthday, like, or the weekend of my birthday or whatever, close to my birthday. Either people were out of town visiting Grammy and Grandma or Grammy and Grandpa for Christmas break, or we got snowed in a few years and people couldn't make it to my party, or people were just busy shopping for Christmas, or, you know, stuff, whatever. But I always hated it. Plus, parents, you know, were already buying Christmas presents, so they were already strapped for cash. And then having to buy me birthday stuff, I was kind of having the shitty end of the deal with that one. But, I mean, I always understood because my parents did not raise me to be greedy. Fuck. They would have whooped my ass had I not been appreciative. And I always was, because they could have just not done anything at all for me. Now that I'm older, of course, I don't give a shit about getting presents. My present is getting to go shopping for my kids now and getting to see them open their presents on Christmas morning and seeing the smile on their faces, and that's my present now. My husband always gives me something small, but I would rather, instead of him splurge on me, I would rather put it towards stuff for them, because Christmas is about the kids, in my opinion. Don't give me anything, you know. But anyways, so yeah, if you want to send me a birthday card, you can write your shithead on a piece of paper and I'll treasure it forever. But if not, that's okay too. Do not feel like you need to do anything. But yeah, so anyways, so the second update is, I've been talking about this for a long time. I've made videos about this multiple times. So a little backstory. I've been telling a few of my doctors for a while now that I have been cutting down off of Neurontin or gabapentin. I went from 8 400 milligram pills a day all the way down to 2 400 milligram pills a day. And all of them were just like, yeah, you're doing good, whatever. Because I'd always heard that if you're already depressed, that it can make you even more depressed, make you suicidal. And I just feel like if it can help, I want to try it, because nobody wants to feel the way I feel, I promise. I'm good at pretending like everything's okay. I mean, I am a lot more happy now that I found a medication that works, but I just feel like I'm stuck right there at the top of the mountain, and I just can't get over that last little, you know, hurdle. And maybe gabapentin is my last little hurdle. I hope. But anyway, so I got a new family doctor, and I was telling him about 2 weeks ago that how I had been trying to get cut myself off of it, and he was like, oh, well, just go off of it. And I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, just stop taking it then. And I was like, is that dangerous? I was like, people have told me that the withdrawal of that is worse than dope was for them. You know, worse than cigarettes, worse than other withdrawals that they had been through. I've heard horror stories about coming off of this stuff. That's why I've been weaning myself down so slowly, because I was afraid. don't want to, I'm a mother. I cannot feel like shit for weeks and weeks and weeks due to withdrawal. So he was like, no. He was like, it'll be fine. He's like, you're not going to withdraw. Like, there's no withdrawal from that medication. And I've never heard anybody say that there was no withdrawal off of it before. So I was kind of like skeptical. So I kept taking it for a few more days after that. And then I remembered again what he had said, and I told my husband, and he's like, just quit taking it then. And I was down to 1 too. Hey. Shh, a little bit. Mommy's trying to talk, and every time, hold on. It's warm now, so quiet down. She said the water was too cold. So I took 1 a day for a few days, because I didn't want to go from 2 to 1. So I took 1 for a few days, and then 6 days ago, well, yeah, today is the 6th day that I haven't taken any gabapentin at all. And let me tell you, I feel great. And let me say this also. I am not telling anybody that this is what they should do, that do not do anything without talking to your doctor first. I'm not telling anybody what they should do. I'm not telling anybody that it's safe. I'm not telling anybody anything like that, because my experience could be completely different than yours. It could be horrible for somebody else. It could still be bad for me. Who knows? Maybe it's just not all the way out of my system yet somehow, and I'm gonna wake up feeling like garbage tomorrow. Who knows? So please don't ever go based off of somebody else's experience and think that just because something happened for them that it's going to go like that for you. On my channel, don't ever think that I'm giving you advice or telling you what you should do with anything. My channel is about telling you my story and how things have happened for me. Autumn, stop screaming. Keep having to get louder because she's getting louder. Oh my God, she's got to be the loudest voice in the room. Every time I get a little bit louder, she gets a little bit louder and louder and louder, because she's always got to be being louder than me. You're already being loud again. Stop yelling. So yeah, don't ever misconstrue telling my story as giving anybody advice or telling anybody what they should do. Because another thing, gabapentin for some people is a lifesaver. I have a friend here on YouTube that I don't know if it's the seizure side or the pain side that she takes it for. But I do know she's told me before that gabapentin was a lifesaver for her, and without it, she couldn't function. And I believe that, I believe that for some people, it is a literal lifesaver, and it is like a miracle drug for some people. But then again, for people like me who already suffer with depression, it can just make things worse. Yes, I'm in physical pain. My back's obviously been hurting, and I've been having a lot of aches and pains. I think that I have, I'll talk about it another time. But I have body pain. So of course I'm feeling that. But it's you know what I mean? With everything, there's going to be pros and cons involved. For me though, feeling better mentally is totally worth having some physical pain. I mean, I'm a recovering addict, so I want to get off as many medications as I can possibly get off of. I'll always have to be on my stomach medication, and I'll always have to be on my depression medication. But if I can be off everything other than that, I'm happy. So yeah, if it works great for you, don't ever think that I'm judging you or telling you that you should try to get off of it. No, if it works for you, I'm super happy for you. And it does work great for some people, just not for me. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little update about how I feel great. I haven't had any withdrawals really. I feel a lot more clear-minded. Like, I can think a lot easier. I'm not having such brain farts. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but in my videos recently, I haven't been, and having to sit there and think for long periods of time about what I was just talking about. My brain fog has gone away a little bit. I still say and stumble over my words and stuff, but and I still do have a bit of brain fog, but I think I have fibromyalgia. I think that's why I have body aches, but we'll talk about that in a different video. So I'm still going to have my little bit of brain fog, but I just feel a lot more clear-minded. I don't feel so, like, heavy and down, and when I wake up in the morning, it's been a lot easier to get up and stay up and not feel sleepy. An hour after I wake up again, I just feel really good. And who knows, maybe it's like a placebo effect, and because I wanted it to work so much, that's why it's working. Maybe it's all in my head. It might be a placebo effect. Like, I had it in my head that if I got off this medication, I would feel so much better. So maybe it's working because I think it's working. But I don't care if that is what it is. If that's what it is, great too. I just am happy that I'm feeling a little better. I finally have had a few days where I haven't cried all day. And that's really also what made me want to stay off them, is because I was getting really, really down there for a minute. And I didn't want to get in the hole again. So I was like, well, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it now. Because I'm already down. I'm already depressed. I don't need to let it, if I can help it, I'm going to. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys that little bit of an update. I'll talk about this a little bit more at length here, maybe once I'm off of it for like 2 or 3 weeks. Because who knows, maybe I might wake up feeling like shit tomorrow. Who knows? I do know that, like, walking up to her bus, the only thing that I've noticed is I've been getting a little more sweaty than what I usually would. You know that feeling when you're withdrawing, where you're like sweaty but cold at the same time? I've been getting a little bit of that. And I don't know though, it might just be the weather, because like this morning whenever I walked her up the bus, I was sweating because I was walking up a huge hill. It's a 1/4 of a mile walk to her bus stop. So I was sweating, but then the wind was blowing, so it was going right through my clothes, and I was sweaty but cold. So that might have just been the situation. So it's hard to tell. It's a little early to celebrate too much about it, but hey, this is a win in my book. But yeah, once again, don't take my experiences as advice for what you should do, because only you know what is best for you. I'm just really excited because this is what I wanted for a long time, was to get off as many medications as I can. I'm down to 3 now, so, and I was on like 10 at one time. So, anyways, guys, I love you guys so much. I hope you're having an awesome night, and I'll be back with a video tomorrow. I don't really have anything planned for tomorrow, but I'm sure by tomorrow that'll change. I'm sure I'll think of something. Alright, y'all. Bye.